In the Birdsall and Carmy's article, they offer different ways on how media and communication research can be conducted. They introduce a listening in framework to acknowledge the contributions of hidden workers in the development of media. The new approach aims to bring to light contributions in media history. Episode 2 of Who Trolled Amber talks about the anti-Amber tweets and hate comments that happened during her trial versus Johnny Depp. They believe that 50% of hate comments were generated by bots and influence hate towards Amber Heard. Pertaining to influence, Amber was forced out of some brand deals and film roles, while Johnny Depp was allowed to keep his lucrative Dior deal and even sign an extension. The Dooley article talks about the history and evolution of general media. Dooley looks at major media trends that open up new opportunities such as political campaigns, theories of impact, and theories of structure and content, such as the evolution of digital media. Dooley finishes off by mentioning how in this era of data within media requires a lot of work to analyze and argues for archive and manage what will be known of the media. The Scolari article has a focus on the advancements of technology and media in recent history. Scolari really zones in on how the evolution of technology in recent history has affected us humans, whether with personal experiences or research study purposes. The Dahlgren article talks about the history and evolution of mass media. Dahlgren also mentions 4 schools of thought: the mainstream perspective, the critical tradition, the culturalist approach, and policy horizons. The mainstream perspective really stands out to me because of the shift of what media did to people to now what people do with the media. Brendan Dooley mentions there's been an explosive increase in portable devices, global communication networks, media production, and distribution. With new global communication networks emerging, the public sphere theory has a place within social media. Dahlgren defines a public sphere as spaces that permit the circulation of info and ideas. These spaces exist on social media, from communities on Twitter to subreddits. Most spaces have moderators, but not all. Spaces can be positive, but there are negative ones that were used to harass people. In February 2024, the Oakland A's announced the hiring of Jenny Kavner, making her the first female to be a primary announcer for an MLB team. Women have faced inequality in the broadcast media industry ever since its evolution, from unequal airtime to unequal gender labor divisions. In the Birdsall and Carmy article, women were forced to leave radio and TV industries after being accused of communism influence in the 30s and 40s. Women did crucial work for organizations but were given roles that were less amenable to career advancements in an industry that is already hard to progress in. For Jenny to land this job with the Oakland A's is a very significant milestone. Less than a month into her job, an online petition calling for her to be fired received 600 signatures. Displeasant fans criticized Jenny online in the Oakland A's Reddit. Fans posted how they preferred their former announcer, Glenn Kuiper, who was fired for using a racial slur, over Jenny. Fans would rather have a racist broadcast their games than a woman. In an industry where women were already facing disadvantages, public spheres have allowed for the expression of sexism and discrimination to exist online. Public spheres feature toxic comments aimed at certain individuals and create additional obstacles for women attempting to flourish in the industry while already facing inequalities. Another example of public spheres harassing certain individuals would be Amber Heard. In episode 2 of Who Trolled Amber talks about how 50% of the hate comments on Twitter directed at Amber Heard were likely generated by bots. In addition to humans using public spheres to spread harassment and negative messages, automated systems can intensify the harassment towards people. Overall, with new technology comes new consequences. Jenny Kavner and Amber Heard are only a few of the thousands of examples out there that have experienced online harassment. This harassment has come from humans and automated systems. As technology advances, more moderation is going to be needed to limit the potential harassment directed towards people.